What's going on, guys? Bexio back, and today we had a brand new video on Bitcoin because it has reacted pretty good to everything that's going on right now, and came roaring back. It's basically the asset you want to keep your eyes on for kind of seeing how basically any market's going to start reacting. So because it does trade 24/7, 365, it never shuts down. And it's just a good way to kind of stay up to date with everything going on. And we know things that happened. This invasion happened at night. Bitcoin reacted first, and then actually things just flipped right around basically the next day. It was kind of crazy. But before we get into that, if you are not subscribed, make sure to smash that sub button because we're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. But let's take a look at Bitcoin's chart right here. This is the 30-minute chart for Bitcoin. You can see this right here is where everything started, and it just took a plunge. Went from about 39,000, a little over 39, to 34,333, and then just rallied all the way back. Took less than a day to recover all of the losses and actually go higher. We see it's at 39,600 right now. So Bitcoin reacted perfectly, withstood this with no problem. During this drop, there was so many people saying Bitcoin could go to 28K and then 20K and there's no support and this and that, and they were all wrong. And Bitcoin just did, it had a dip and it just fully recovered. Basically, this big dip here, Bitcoin is so shorted that there's no way that these dips are going to push price down much further like they used to be able to do. They used to be able to put Bitcoin into free fall. Now, not so much. Bitcoin is much more shorted than it is longed. But if we look at this, we can see Bitcoin started its rally, and it originally broke this, almost went to 40K. The next kind of rally up broke 40K, and now here we are right now, straddling this line right here, just barely above it right now. But that is, it is a good thing technically on the charts and things that we kind of did sustain this, because the next drop would have been 33, obviously. And we zoom out just a little bit more, we see the next drop would have been to this 33 level, and then 32 is not really anything, but then 28K. So it just would have been kept going lower and lower, and that's how you get really bad market sentiment. You get really bearish people, and what the majority of people think is probably going to play out. It's just how things tend to go. But we avoided all of that, so we're fighting this line right now, trying to get above this 36,600-ish area, and seeing if we can get above it, stay above it, and break 40K, and just put everybody in disbelief. But Bitcoin looks really good. It reacted really good. Obviously, it had the sharp decline, and then as people kind of realize the uncertainty is gone, that's the big thing in all markets, in Bitcoin, stocks, everything. When there's uncertainty, that's when you can get volatility down. When the uncertainty is cleared up, you know what's happening. You get to go back to the upside, and people can price in the events happening because they know what's going on. It's weird, but it's how the markets work. We can look at this right here, the Bitcoin long short ratio, showing how much more shorted Bitcoin is than longed. And this updates very frequently. It just swung to being more long than short Bitcoin. But if we look much deeper into like the other days, so the 23rd is where all of this started. You can kind of see it's basically teetering 50-50. We can't really zoom in much more, so these are 12-hour periods, but it was a little bit on the shorter side, went to longer side, and then you can see it flipped to being more short slightly, and then we get more short again and flipping to a little bit long, basically 50-50 on the 24th. So when this whole thing came crashing down the price, we see the short interest start to go up, the shorts start to pile in, and then they are the ones that actually get wrecked because the price recovers pretty much no problem very quickly in less than a day, recovers all the losses and continues to go up. So the shorts really lost out on this one. And if we look at this stuff, we can see the shorts reacting. You see the longs, just kind of a steady move up. Nothing crazy happening with longs. It's just kind of being consistent. And then the shorts, you see the 23rd, a rocket up in shorts because the price started going down and people were piling in, ready for Bitcoin to hit 28K, 20K, and collapse. And it just didn't happen. The price reversed. Shorts got eaten up and the price recovered everything. Shorts collapse lower than to where they were before this price action. Just showing like the market is so shorted that these price moves down make shorts really happy and they go out and short some more. But by doing that, there's not these longs that are able to get liquidated to push the price down. There are the shorts, and they are going to be the ones being able to push the price up because once it's down to this floor level, once it stops falling and there's no liquidations to happen to make it fall more, then the shorts are in trouble because the only way it can go is going up. It can recover very quickly. We saw that happen on the a couple days ago with Bitcoin. And just looking at the funding rates for Bitcoin, we can still see they're super mixed. So USD or Tether backed is kind of really mixed. A couple negatives, mostly positive. But then token backed, so Bitcoin uses your collateral, very negative. The vast majority, only two here. I'm positive. I mean, this one's 0 and this one's slightly positive. So very mixed funding, showing that it's not favoring really longs or favoring shorts. It is slightly favoring shorts because there's more negative ones than positive ones. But that is okay for Bitcoin, especially we're coming out of a period with extreme long and leverage greed. The reason Bitcoin kept having sharp collapses in price was because there was so much leverage out there. There was so many people longing the dips, and whales or anyone selling Bitcoin could kind of push the price down enough to trigger liquidations, get them to sell off and buy back Bitcoin at a cheaper price. So right now, we're not seeing that. We're seeing the exact opposite, where shorts can be the ones being forced to buy in, forced to pump the price if they continue to short Bitcoin like they have been. And I think there's going to be a lot of people doing that because we're at this period where people are suggesting end of a bull market, bear market, this has to happen, this has to happen, when nothing has to happen. Nobody knows what's going to happen. But betting on a bear market is going to get you burned if you're shorts. If the price starts going up, you could very easily get liquidated. And then we get the reverse of what happened, where longs getting liquidated cause the price to crash down. Shorts getting liquidated can cause the price to jump up. And we're seeing right now Ukraine kind of getting donations in Bitcoin and Ethereum or USDT Tether. And you can see because like a turning point for fiat currencies globally. Country that is currently engaged in violent combat to preserve its sovereignty and freedom is publicly soliciting Bitcoin and crypto donations. Hard to imagine this just a few years ago. This is the Ukraine tweet saying, stand with the people of Ukraine, now accepting cryptocurrency donations, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Tether. They give you your Bitcoin address, the Ethereum address. So this is just crazy stuff where there's sanctions and SWIFT, and it would take so long and be basically impossible to send money there and send dollars and try and get that to use. But it's no problem to send Bitcoin, to send Ethereum, send Tether, and have it get there basically instantly, and they can start using that right away. So kind of is a change in the world and fiat currency and people realizing the power that Bitcoin and even crypto, Ethereum has as being able to send value, no strings attached, no problem, and have somebody get it basically instantly. So a lot going on with Bitcoin. It survived all of this stuff going on, reacted negatively at first, and then boomed right back up, currently trading at higher levels than it was before. And, the world kind of seeing it as a way to actually get things done, especially in times when things are not good. If you had to flee Ukraine, you could not get your money out. But if you had your Bitcoin in cold storage and you could just memorize 12 words, you can get that anywhere in the world once you get internet. So it's kind of showing the use case for Bitcoin all over the place. But that's going to do it for this video. As always, don't forget to smash the like button and subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers. See you guys in my next video.